Teach an old dog new tricks.com. More than 40 hours of free computer training. Sit, stay, and learn. Thank you. Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Tony Holowitz, and I want to thank you for being here on this tutorial about working with text boxes in Microsoft Word 2010. Typically I teach people about text boxes right after I finish my table tutorials. The reason I do that is because of the fact that text boxes fill in a void that tables really don't help you accomplish. And let me illustrate that. I'm going to come up here and click on Insert, and I'm going to go down to Table, and I'm going to go down and draw a table right under my text here. And I'm just going to move down a line very simply like that. And I want you to imagine for a moment that this table holds data, and it's got information. It could be words, it could be numbers, it could be whatever you need. But let's assume for a moment that this is all filled in and you're ready to go. But at the last moment you say, geez, you know what? I really want to put some information up here in the top right-hand corner. Well, you could do that with a table. I'm not going to get into that because it's not easy. Having stated that, the way I would normally put something up in this corner, or anywhere on the page for that matter, but this corner really illustrates this, is I would use a text box. What happens is when you click up here in the top right-hand corner, and I'm clicking right now, you can't really do anything up there. Now, for those of you who are familiar with what are called headers, yes, you could work on headers and do something here, but I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm going to use a text box to put information up there. Let's say we just want to put the word important up there. Well, I'm going to go up and click on the Insert tab, and I'm going to come over to where it says Text Box. And we have some different text boxes that are laid out, but the way I want to teach you this is I'm going to come down here to where it says Draw Text Box, and I'm going to click on that. I have a pointer right now, not really a pointer, it's like a skinny plus sign. And in a nutshell, if I click anywhere on the page and hold, I can drag and draw a text box. Now, at this point, if you have developed skills by looking at my pictures tutorial, then those skills will really help you here. So I'm not going to go into great detail here on certain things, but I'd urge you, if you want to get better with text boxes, go look at our picture tutorials, because in pictures, or when you work with images and click on it, you have an item on the corner and you have an item on each side that allows you to drag or make this bigger, smaller, resize it. So what a text box allows you to do in a nutshell is, I had said, what if we just want to put the word important in here? Well, I can come in here, I can type it, I can format it if I see fit, I can go home, and I can format it. I could make it red. I could make it a much larger size. I could do something like this. But now I can come back to this and I can make this text box smaller. But this is really, in my opinion, the key part of working with text boxes and what makes these unique. When I have a text box, again, if I click away from it, it goes away. But if I click back on it, just like a picture, it comes back. If I put my pointer on any of the sides, I get a four-headed arrow. What that allows me to do is to click, hold, and drag. So in a nutshell, I can put this text box anywhere on the page. It's almost like it's a floating image that I can move anywhere on the page. And that to me is what makes text boxes so valuable. You can move things or put a word or anything you need on the page, where normally working with text and tables and other things, it's hard to get those things exactly where you want them. So text boxes are great for that. I'm going to come back to where it says Format up on the ribbon, and you're going to see that much like working with pictures, there's all kinds of different formatting options that I can use to format this text box. And again, it's very similar to working with pictures. You have a lot of the same basic options, a lot of the things you can go in, play with, and explore with. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time in this tutorial talking about text boxes and, formatting them. This is something that, again, if you watch the picture tutorials, I feel you can pick up on your own. If you do have questions, don't hesitate to call me, contact me, and I'd be more than happy to expound on this. But text boxes are sort of that last thing that really makes Word easy to work with to get the work done that you need to get done. My name is Tony Holowitz, and I want to thank you so very much for being here. Have a great day.